I've heard of this game before. I hear some people say it's pretty good. I guess I'm playing it now. Also, what a time to not have Fire Emblem Engage as one of my recent five. I'm not playing good games anymore, I guess. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. Okay. Thanks for the clarification, I guess. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. What do you mean? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Oh no. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? I don't want to be spoiled, I guess, but, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to... Am I signing my life away or am I playing a game? What's the difference? I see none. You just made me read that twice, I know. Doki Doki Literature Club. This is definitely a normal, cute visual novel. Never played one before, so might as well start with this. Also, what is it that I hear about this game being spoopy, anyway? I watched the first SpongeBob movie many times, and I'm just now not being spooked by the frogfish. I'm also desensitized from scary movies. I watched Scooby-Doo for crying out loud. Naked. No, but seriously. I can name myself? Heck yeah. Alright, that definitely didn't take me like 2 hours. I wanted to name myself Balls or something, but might as well be mature, I guess. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance. Oh, that was a terrible voice to use then. I'll do one better. Hey, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Sure, I guess. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. So was she the house? Is she like Ocho's mom from Gumball, or your mom? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ryab. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Should have been the daily constitutional instead. By the way, Ryab, have you decided on a club to join yet? Am I old enough? A club? Told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Ain't no one going to the goddamn club! I ain't looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. No, I didn't, Sayori. That was AI. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. You're boring like that dinosaur. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on getting by on the average while spending my time on games and anime. You deserve to be dragged if you do both of those things, then. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Sure, who talks like that? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. That's wrong. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. No, you don't. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... You know what? Well, you can come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I would... Sayori Vance goes hard. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. I mean, I guess she's not wrong. You have to chop it off for that? Oh wait, no. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! The spell will take you out instantly. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan all this out. Am I gonna be sacrificed or something? I hope not. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? What? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Bro, it's not that serious. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open a classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. You glance around the classroom. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere! Okay, I can't do that voice. I apologize in advance that my voices for these people changed like 12 times. I can't keep doing torture, it's painful. Ah, Raya, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Keep it in your trousers, dude. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. I bet she didn't. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Yay, the timid archetype that I can't escape. I hate it. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Wait, I do. That's right. It's great to see you again, Ryab. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. I believe in the athletic part, at least. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Feels a little what? What are you gonna say? Is this what they call Switch 2 censorship? Come sit down, Ryab. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Gonna make some tea? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Widened, huh? So the 30,000 desks here are supposed to be closer? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Is Yuri like Tyr from God of War Ragnarok? Please, say it ain't so. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears, so am I just not gonna see them? So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with a mouthful. I didn't know her mouth was full, I just had an unfortunate slip of the tongue, I guess. She talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. What? You know what? Never mind, I do that too. Natsuki is quiet. She's probably wondering why I'm analyzing this cupcake so hard. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? What, did you poison it or something? I finally bite down, and then I choke, and then I fall to the ground. Just kidding. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I seen this before? Made them for you or anything? Wait. Is Natsuki that very annoying anime archetype where they like someone but they exchange the message by being a bully or mean or something? Which dere is it? Is it a tsundere? I don't know, I don't care, I'm just asking, I guess. Well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Alright. Why are you being so mean? I just came here. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed this conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Yeah, you're just like the Neo guy. Except you don't look like you want to conquer Japan. I haven't played Neo 1. I played Neo 2. He's a tea guy for some reason. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? No. Don't lie. Don't let yourself What? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Jesus, no, okay, ow. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider Oh my god, stroke. So, what made you consider having a stroke? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Or, yeah, you could even be president. She is president of the club. President of the planet. What is this? Where am I going? Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh, wow. I was joking. Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort starting something brand new. Why am I reading so slow? Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. No, they look the same, actually. Natsuki and Monica almost look like they have the same eyes, like Fire Emblem and Gage. I referenced it twice, I need to stop talking now. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ryab, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. You just ruined your chances with all four of them. You need to jump out the window now. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh god. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Why are you here then? Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Just folded under pressure. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Why? My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Almost like me, except I don't read. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing? Wait, do you like so she likes Evangelion? Oh wait, she just said she doesn't like manga. Poop! Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you can say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Yeah, because you're a babby. Let me guess. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Shut up. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were writing a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are. What? Sayori, what is that, sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. It's not a word I heard before. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I don't. I think that's really impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Oh, it didn't mean to use a Mighty Eagle voice for that. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. What do you write about? 3 little apples, 1 rots, and we're sad. I wish I could think of something else to say. I'm trying to make this not boring. Not a very confident reader yet. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. And that's where this part ends. Next time on Game Grump, I'm just kidding. I don't know how long this part's gonna be. This might be the longest one. I feel like getting somewhere for part 1 at least. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna be all in one video, if you can tell. A grand total of 1 person voted that I split this in parts, so I will. Thank you, whoever it was. Definitely not understand it. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ryab? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Which one of you eats babies? I mean, I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Ryab, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time with these beautiful girls. Stop being a simp and jump out the window like a real person. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. That was at the same time, actually, but whatever. Yes, I'm so happy. That was horrible, I'm sorry. You guys know that I'm so happy? I love K-pop girl. This is like an inside joke for me. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Whoa, Natsuki, watch your profanity. And that makes it official. Yeah, cover your mouth with Monika's hair. It's a very long beard. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Ryab, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Ryab, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Where did you guys come from? Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Does it have to be one? I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Whoa. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So this is how you enter a relationship. Writing poems. Does that work in real life? I don't know. Yeah, I think this is a good time to stop. I don't see what's so scary about this game. It just seems like your average visual novel. Maybe a dating simulator. I might as well pick a word to end on. Clouds.
Hey Siri, tell me a name that rhymes with a person's name.